My name is Shivani Ranchod. I'm an independent consulting actuary, and my talk at the HASA conference reflects on the very deep need that we have for healthcare reform. That need arises because of the very unpalatable level of inequity that we have, which in turn arises from the history and the structural inequity in the South African economy. It reflects the same patterns in our healthcare system. So the reforms that we are contemplating, national health insurance reforms, I guess it's easiest to think of them as I think of them as shorthand for a very long-term, complex, interrelated set of reforms, as opposed to just one thing. And the difficulty when you have such a complex set of reforms is that making substantial progress requires moving on multiple fronts, changing multiple pieces of legislation, and it requires an enormous amount of sort of commitment and political will from all parties to be able to move forward. So part of what I will be talking about at the HASA conference is what some of the things are that we can do, and what some of the prerequisites are for us to genuinely be able to move forward. What I mean by those prerequisites are that we have to honestly be able to reflect on what the shortcomings of our healthcare system are, both on the public side and the private side, because without that honest reflection, we won't be able to make the difficult changes that we need to make in order to progress. In terms of things that we can do, I'll be talking about supply-side re-engineering. So that's changing the way in which we deliver healthcare. I'll be talking about pluralistic approaches, so that's the ways in which we can make the best use of all of the capabilities that we have in our healthcare system. And then I'll be talking about agile reform, so thinking about reform in a way that is path-dependent, that allows us to be flexible and to make changes as we go along. And in order to be able to have agile reform processes, what we need are good technical skills to be able to model out what we think is going to happen, but also to measure the things that we do implement, so that we can change course if things don't work out the way that we want them to.